Today we follow a student's journey on his way to school. But each step requires one thing, and it's solving math problems.
Our student wakes up early, ready for school. But before he goes, he needs to clean himself. He enters the bathroom to take a bath, but for some reason, the shampoo bottle is locked. The shampoo speaks. To open me, you must solve this problem by rationalizing the denominator. The radical that needs rationalizing is 5 over square root of 3. John realizes fractions can't have a radical as a denominator. He thought of a solution. But suddenly, the shampoo speaks. I'll give you a clue. What do you do to get rid of the denominator? John says he has to multiply both numerator and denominator with the denominator. From this, he gets a 5 square root of 3 over 3. And the shampoo opens itself. Now, he can clean himself.
After cleaning up, the student visits the hospital for a quick checkup. But to avoid getting sick, the doctor says, "You must answer this math problem." He quickly realizes it's another fraction that needs rationalizing. He reads it. The problem says 7 over square root of 2. And he remembers the steps on how to do it. He multiplies square of 2 over square root of 2 to the given problem and arrives at the number 7 square root of 2 over 2. The doctor says he is a healthy boy and can go on. The student realizes his hair is too long and he goes to the barber shop quickly. He gets to the barber shop, but only just now does he check his pockets and doesn't have any money. The barber gives him the haircut, but he has to pay by solving a math problem. He looks at the problem, and there it is again. The fraction needs rationalizing again. The problem is 8 over square root of 5. He remembers what the shampoo told him and does the same step. He arrives at the answer of 8 square root of 5 over 5. The barber accepts it, and John suddenly feels hungry.
John goes to the nearest restaurant called Math Made Meals. He sits on his table and gets a burger. The waiter asks, "Do you have money, sir?" John again forgets his money. Waiter says, "If you can solve this math problem, I'll let you have the food." He looks at the math problem. It seems a lot harder than before, but it is still rationalizing denominators. The problem reads 7 over 3 minus the square root of 11. The waiter gives him a hint. The waiter says, "You know how there's a difference of squares? Think of it like that, if it helps you." John thinks, "Huh? Difference of squares? Ah, he remembers. The signs of difference of squares are plus and minus, meaning he must do the same." And he rationalizes the denominator. The waiter says, "Hey, it's not called difference of squares. It's called the conjugate. Remember that." The numerator, after multiplying, will be 21 plus 7, the square root of 11. And after simplifying the denominator, the answer will be -2. He uses conjugate to find the answer, and he arrives at -21 minus 7 square root of 11 over 2. The waiter lets him get the food.
The student finally arrives and goes inside the school, wanting to go to the library first before going to class. But he sees the door of the library and suddenly it glows red like an error signal. He knocks on the door and the door suddenly speaks. It says, "You cannot enter. You must solve this problem first." He looks at the problem and it's even harder this time. Luckily, he still only needs to rationalize the denominator. The problem says 9 over 2 plus square root of 13. He thinks this problem is similar. It needs the conjugate of the denominator to solve it. So, he multiplies the denominator and the numerator by the conjugate of the denominator, which is 2 minus square root of 13. The numerator results in 18 minus 9 square root of 13, and the denominator, after simplifying, is 18 minus 9 square root of 13. After further simplification, the answer is negative 2 plus square root of 13. He tells that to the door and the door successfully opens. He studies in the library in the meantime. He goes back to the hallway when his vision suddenly go crazy. The hallway suddenly transforms into a cave, and there is a shining crystal on the side of the rock wall. He touches it, but he gets stinged. Inside the crystal is the hallway of the school. The crystal speaks, "Solve this and you'll be back to school again." He looks at the problem the crystal gave him. 4 over the square root of 10 plus the square root of 5. This is harder as he realizes all of the numbers are in radicals. He tries to do the conjugates again and multiplies the numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. The numerator will be 4 square root of 10 minus 4 square root of 5. The denominator, after simplifying, will result to 5. His answer is 4 square root of 10 minus 4 square root of 10 over 5. After saying it out loud, his vision swirls as his vision suddenly goes back to school.
So much time that John hasn't realized it is lunch time. He goes to the cafeteria for a drink, but he realized that he ran out of student credit yesterday. The lunch lady says he can pay another way by solving this problem. Oh man, another one? As he looks at the problem, it was the same thing. The problem is 3 over 4 plus the square root of 15. And he uses conjugates and multiplies it to the numerator and to the denominator. After simplifying, the numerator is 12 minus 3 and the square root of 15. And the denominator is now the number 1. The final answer would be 12 minus 3 and the square root of 15. And after solving this familiar problem, he claimed his prize food.
Later, John finally arrives at school and he sees his math teacher and remembers that math is the only class that he fails. The teacher walks up to him and says, "John, if you are able to solve this problem, I'll give you extra credit and you'll be able to graduate." John sees the problem and realizes it's the hardest one yet. He remembers what the waiter told him. and uses conjugates. The numerator will be equal to 5 squared of 6 plus 5 squared of 2. And after simplifying, he arrives at the final answer of 5 squared of 6 plus 5 squared of 2 over 4.
Finally, after solving math problems everywhere he went, our student reaches the end of his journey. He learned something important for today. Math isn't just numbers. It's about unlocking shampoo bottles, staying healthy, getting haircuts, eating food, and passing school. But most of all, it's about mastering rational denominators. Exactly. And just like that, all of the confusing expressions became clean, clear, and rational, just like his entire journey for today. With every step he took, he didn't just travel places, he leveled up in math. And today, he proved that he can rationalize any denominator life throws his way.